And it's still what seems to be in cover-up mode.
You don't have to yell at me.
I'm not yelling. Miss Chestnut, can you give me a comment? This is how you react to a scandal involving women on a sports team? Run away.
We were asked by the police not to comment on it.
Did you report it to the police? My understanding is the school never reported it to the police. Well, then why is it not taking so long to get anything back? Has anything been announced to parents? Has anything been told to the overall community?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Ms. Berkeley, can I get a comment from you relating to Tony Brothers?
Thank you, though, for your
You're actually on some of the emails that I got. In mid-May, I began to get information that there was a scandal going on involving inappropriate sexual content and contact involving a coach in the girls wrestling program at Milford High School. I went to the Milford administrative offices where I'm standing right now, but I'm in the boardroom now, to inquire about this on May 16th, more than a month ago. I'm looking for somebody, anybody here that would care to give a comment on Anthony Brothers, also known as Tony Brothers.
I don't know anything about that, or what is this in regards to?
Well, Tony Brothers just was the girls', I guess, assistant wrestling coach who just resigned. And my understanding is there's a scandal around it.
Well, let me hold on one second. Let me go see.
Okay.
Sir, I'm sorry, but there is no comment. We have no comment.
Well, why are you giving me back my card? So you're saying you never have any comment?
I didn't say that, sir. All I'm saying is there's no comment. We have no comment. And like I said, they said there's no comment.
Who are they? Who are they?
You know what? I'm just letting you know we have no comment. But thanks for coming in, though.
I eventually got some records that confirm that there is something going on that involves a coach named Tony Brothers and potential inappropriate sexual content or contact with female member or members of the Milford women's wrestling team. There's another coach named Courtney Walls who reported the activity to the school, it looks like from the records that I've obtained from the school and from the police, in late April, mid to late April. His thanks for reporting that was that he was fired on what appears to be, based on the records I got from the school, April 22nd. Then, based on report I got from the police, it appears a parent went to the police, not the schools. The schools had a duty, a legal duty to report if there was an accusation, but a parent went to the police, the Miami Township Police, on or about May 8th to report that there was something going on involving inappropriate sexual content or inappropriate sexual contact involving Coach Tony Brothers. Within some of the emails that I obtained from the school district, it appears that after Courtney Walls came forward, he was terminated by Aaron Zupka, I guess the athletic director for Milford Schools. It was after that an actual investigation started, and on May 8th, as I said, that a police report indicates that a parent came forward to report the potential inappropriate contact or content. I went to the offices, as I said, on May 16th. I waited more than a month. I said nothing. I put out nothing. I told nobody. I though am now at a point where I feel like the board and the administration of Milford Schools is trying to cover this up. Tonight, I confronted each board member. I wanted to try to get a comment from you on what exactly is going on with Tony Brothers and with Courtney Wells.
It's under investigation.
So, I came to your offices over a month ago.
I don't have an office.
The office is here, your district offices, over a month ago now. Okay, and I haven't said anything or put anything out when people started telling me about this. It's a month, it's more than, it's like about 35 days after I've been to your offices. And I still just get these, it's an investigation. What could possibly be taking so long?
I'm not at liberty to say that.
Well, what is the investigation about?
I'm not at liberty.
So don't you think that after more than a month, when I came to the offices, they don't take that long unless there's a cover-up. That's my experience. There's no excuse for why it should take that long. Have you been involved in you disagree that parents concerned about their kids
I did not say anything
when you have all kind of stuff on your website about Well, then why is it not taking so long to get anything back? Has anything been announced to parents? Has anything been told to the overall community?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Well,
Doesn't
why
matter
is it
how many
taking so
times you
long?
ask me, it's not
How hard can it be?
Fair, yes.
Miss Will and Miss Chestnut, will either of you give me a comment on what is going on with Tony Brothers,
With who?
Tony Brothers, and a scandal involving the women's wrestling program at Milford?
I can't give you a comment at the moment because things are under investigation.
So I went to the school offices over a month ago. And so it's been a month. I said nothing for over a month. I have video of when I went into the school offices asking about this. I got records that I have in my hand knowing that there's something going on. Why is it been over a month and it's still what seems to be in cover-up mode?
You don't have to yell at me.
I'm not yelling.
You are. I can,
No, I'm not even remotely yelling. If you would like me to hear me yell, I can let you hear me yell.
no,
But please don't deflect from the question at hand.
I'm not going to. What I'm going to say is I think you need to speak to the superintendent.
Okay, I've tried to do that. Right? I went to the offices. I got records. I've asked for more records. I've
Okay.
gotten police reports.
Okay.
Why are parents and children in school not important enough to get this closed up of what actually happened? To either clear people that nothing happened or get it out there.
We will when it's appropriate.
When will that be?
Who are you?
My name is Chris Hicks.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You shouldn't be involved in cover-ups. Okay? Miss Chestnut, can you give me a comment? This is how you react to a scandal involving women on a sports team? Run away. Miss Mason, do you have a comment on what's going on with Courtney Wells and a scandal involving the women's wrestling program at Milford High School?
We were asked by the police not to comment on it.
Did you report it to the police? My understanding is the school never reported it to the police, that a parent had to go to the police.
I have no information for you because it involves personnel.
You can't even answer,
and
did you report it to the police?
We were asked
So are the
not
personnel
to
more
comment.
important than the women on the wrestling team?
Sir, I was asked not to comment on that.
By the police? That's the right, you're telling me the police told you that?
The police asked the district not to comment on it.
Did the district ever report the situation to the police? Or in
cannot
fact, did a
comment on
parent
it.
report it to the police because the district
I
would not report it to the
cannot
police?
comment on any active investigation.
Why is it taking so long? I was in your
That
offices
you
over
need
a
to
month
take-
ago,
You
over a
need to
month
take
ago.
that up with the police.
I know, I'm taking up with you, the elected member of the board.
Right, and
Okay.
we are cooperating with law enforcement.
Did you report it to law enforcement when you
I
became aware of
cannot
it? Or did it
comment.
get covered up and then a parent reported it to law
I
enforcement?
cannot comment on it because
I hope you
law
appreciate, I'm
enforcement
asking you
asked
questions that are
us
simple
to
questions.
cooperate with them,
And I was
that is
in
what
the
I do.
office more than a month ago. Okay, so I've given Milford School District a full month where I said nothing to anybody. I put nothing out on this topic. And in a month, we're still in cover-up mode. We're still in the school never reported mode. We're still in we can't tell you anything mode.
Sir, you may call it a cover-up, but we are cooperating with the police department.
Did you, but you never reported it to the police, did you?
Me personally?
The school district never reported it to the police.
Sir.
The
I
school
have
district did not report it to the
answered
police,
your
and a parent went to the police. Isn't that correct?
I cannot answer any questions on this because we are cooperating with the police on this matter.
You can't
They
answer
asked
questions.
us
How about
not
cooperating
to
with the
comment
public,
on
with
it.
parents, and with students?
You will have to take that up with the police, sir.
Okay, then I'll go to the police and I will tell them Emily Mason in the school district says that you're the one, the Miami Township Police are the ones that say there should be a cover-up.
There is no talk of a cover-up.
Did the school district ever report it to the police, or in fact, did the school district not report it to the police, and then a parent went to the police?
Sir, I gave
Is
you
that a
your
factually
answer.
correct
I'm
statement?
not commenting on it.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson, I know you have a meeting about to start, but my name's Chris Hicks, and I'm trying to see if any board member will comment on what's been going on with Tony Brothers and Courtney Wells in the women's wrestling program at Milford High School. I was in the Milford offices more than a month ago when I became aware that something was going on. I've waited a month to say everything, and I'm tired of just getting an answer of it's an ongoing investigation. We can't do anything. We can't say anything. It seems that you're putting the school district's image and reputation above the welfare of children. Can you give me a comment?
No. No comment. It's a pending investigation.
Did the school district report it to the police?
No comment.
Or did, in fact, the school district not report it to the police and a parent went to the police?
No comment.
And I confronted some members of staff. Ms. Berkeley, can I get a comment from you relating to Tony Brothers?
Thank you, don't forget.
You're actually on some of the emails that I got relating to an investigation involving inappropriate sexual content or contact. Ms. Berkeley? In preparing for this report, I was looking at the Milford Exempted Village School District website, and it's rife with these things about stay safe, speak up, about how you need to come forward if there's anything inappropriate going on. You need to make a report. You need to call a hotline. The question's going to be, when the board and the administration became aware of credible allegations involving Tony Brothers, did they contact the police? Did they file a report? Or did it take later a parent actually going to the police for anything to begin to happen in these matters? Additionally, I've become aware that it appears that they may have hired, separate from the police, some sort of special investigator that is starting to make inquiry. So there is something going on with the girls wrestling program and allegations against a coach named Tony Brothers. So rumor has it that Tony Brothers has friends in high places, and one of them, again, this is rumor, is Luke Holman of Holman Motors. So Holman, I believe, had some connection or has some connection with something called the Takedown Club at Milford. I reached out to Luke Holman probably 3 weeks ago now, asking him for any comment on this, and have gotten no reply. I did nothing and said nothing to give them more than a month to clear this up and to be clear. So I can't make any comment as to whether the Tony Brothers is guilty of something, not guilty of something, but I do know that they've had plenty of time to address these and either clear Tony Brothers of any inappropriate contact or conduct or contact, or take appropriate action.